Why are you chasing somebody that clearly doesn't want you? Why are you the one that's always texting first? Why are you refreshing your phone and waiting for a response that literally never comes? Why are you overanalyzing his one-word replies? And you're trying to read between the lines when the truth is right in front of you. Because if a man really wanted you, you would never have to wonder. Today, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear, and this video isn't for the weak. And I know it's hard to hear because it means accepting that he's not too busy. You're accepting that he's not just bad at texting. He's not secretly waiting for you to chase him. The truth is, girl, like, he's just not interested in you. And I know that that hurts because I've been there before. I've watched my friends go through it. I've literally spent nights talking to them, trying to get them to see the truth that they didn't want to see. Sometimes I was on the receiving end of it. One of my closest friends used to go through this cycle all the time. She'd meet a guy, she'd get excited, she'd start texting him, and in the beginning, he would respond, would maybe even seem into her. And then out of nowhere, I'd watch the guy pull away. I'd watch this happen with like several guys. And at first, they would take longer to reply. Then the messages got shorter. Then suddenly it was her putting all the effort in, her double texting, her making excuses for why he wasn't showing up the way that he used to. And I literally remember watching this girl spiral, overanalyzing every detail, wondering if she said something wrong and wondering why he wasn't texting back. And then somehow she blamed herself like it was her fault that this man wasn't treating her the way that she deserved to be treated. But it wasn't. It was never about her. And the reason why I understand this so well is because I used to do it too. Okay? I'm not sitting here trying to preach to you. I used to think if I could just prove I was worth it, if I could be more patient, if I could be more understanding, a little bit more available, then maybe this guy would finally see my value. But here's what I've learned, and I really, really want to share with you. A man who wants you will never make you feel like you have to chase him. It's just that black and white. A man who wants you is going to show up for you. He will text you. He will make an effort. Because when a man's actually genuinely interested in you, there's literally going to be no confusion. You're going to know. The problem with modern dating is that it's designed to make you doubt yourself pretty much. Like, we literally live in a time where ghosting is more common than actual breakups. Have you noticed that? People are just breadcrumbing, You give them just enough attention to keep them hooked, but like literally not enough to actually invest in them. Men keep you as an option while they're searching for something better. And hey, women do it too, let's be real. But you could be talking to someone every day for weeks thinking you're building something only for them to suddenly disappear without an explanation. It's happened to me, it's happened to you. When that happens, it's natural to start blaming yourself, right? So we start wondering, did I say something wrong? Did I come on too strong? Like, did I smell? Like, what's going on? And then we start thinking like, if I just reach out one more time, I'll get the closure that I need. But you won't. Closure isn't something they give you. That's actually something that you give yourself. And that starts with realizing that you can't control how someone else feels about you. You can't. You cannot make somebody choose you, and you cannot make somebody care. But what can we control? Because that's what we got to focus on. We can control your energy. You can control your self-respect, your ability to walk away when someone is showing you through their actions that they do not value you. Because honestly, at the end of the day, it's not just about them choosing you. You have to choose yourself. That's the most important thing. You choose yourself. And that's the shift that we have to make. We're honestly taught that love is something that you earn, that if you're patient, if you prove yourself, if you wait long enough, that this right person is going to come along out of nowhere and you're going to run into the sunset. But like, love is not a reward for endurance. It's not. You don't have to convince the right person to want you. The right person will already know. Period. We need to see it for what it actually is. Girl, if you're always the one initiating, if you're always the one that's trying to keep the conversation going, if you're always the one waiting for him to finally act right, that is what we call chasing. That's not love. And honestly, the moment that you recognize that, you have a choice. It's powerful when we can recognize ourselves and become more self-aware. So you can keep investing your energy into a man who will never reciprocate, or you can take that energy and pour it into yourself. Pour it right back into yourself, because when you stop chasing men who don't want you, you don't just get your time back, you literally get yourself back. because you're getting your confidence back, right? You're getting your peace back and your self-worth back. Nothing is more important than that. And that's the version of you, the one who knows her worth, the one who doesn't beg for love, that will actually attract the kind of man who actually deserves you. When you start doing stuff like that, when you start pouring into yourself, like the best part is you won't have to chase him, right? Because the right man, he'll already be there. So I just wanted to say, like, the next time you feel that urge to like text first again, to check his Instagram stories and see if he's active, to make excuses for his lack of effort, please just stop. Take a deep breath and just remind your beautiful self that you're not an afterthought. You're not a backup plan. You're not something that a man should have to think about. For the love of God, you're so much better. Like, you're worthy of being chosen fully, completely, without hesitation. I just wanted to remind you that. And then if a man isn't giving you that, or woman, whatever you're into, they're not for you. It's 2025. We're into the 4th month, and I just wanted to give you this reminder. Let's remember what we told ourselves in the beginning of the year, is that we're not going to repeat the same patterns. We want to make differences in our personality and our behavior and the relationship that we have. Catch ourselves slipping, that's okay. We just got to have a better day tomorrow. And I was just here today to just remind you who you are. Sis, he's not worth chasing. Let him go. Take that energy, pour it back into yourself. Period.